G'day guys, just a quick update video about the performance and netcode in Mineral Assault Squad 2. There has been some developments in this department. As you know, Mineral Assault Squad 2 has had issues in the past, and even now, since the latest patch, it has seemingly gone backwards for a lot of people and for a lot of situations like team games. So firstly, I want to talk about a recent forum post in the Steam forums by Simers, talking about how this new patch introduced a slowdown when there was someone with high ping of 300 ms. Not talking about a latency issue where there's a delay in clicks or lags, talking about a slow time in game time compared to the real life time. So let's say 1 second in real life has passed, only 0.5 seconds in game has passed. So a 30-minute game would basically take a 60-minute game with someone with 250 to 300 ms or higher. And this is a problem with American hosts bridging the gap between continents to allow other people to play. This is a newly introduced problem. So basically in this post, people talk about this issue, and everyone was saying basically, of course you're going to lag, of course it's going to be slow. No one seemed to understand that this was a newly introduced issue, and it's to do with the actual game time, not latency. It's quite obvious that latency does slow down, and I'm not denying that, just denying the what actually happened. So at the end of it all, after all the forum posts, which I'll link into the description, it turned out that we were right. That all along, the patch before, that was meant to have every multiplayer game set to the minimum bandwidth netcode, it wasn't actually running a minimum bandwidth netcode. It was running a mixture of optimum and minimum. Apparently the client end was using, I think, optimum, but the server end was using minimum or something, and that caused the problem. So when you played matchmaking in the past, it was always using optimum netcode, and that is why it felt so different. And I was saying that for the past 6 months, that MM was using optimum, but everyone kept saying, no, it's all hard-coded to minimum. So this is, yeah, so that's it. So they've changed it to minimum. I've tested the patch with Instinct. They've also added quite a few other changes apparently to reduce the network traffic further, and will fix a lot of Steam issues, and also it feels like playing direct IP. So we tested it with a lot of players with high ping. Even I was uploading a video at 350 ms to spikes, with spikes to 550 ms, and it worked perfectly. It really worked great. Even it felt like I was playing a 150 ms game. So I think this is the magic patch, guys. Wait for it. Hopefully it's a hotfix tomorrow. Note, the out of sync problems still exist, and the crashes will sometimes still exist, but that's something to look into it. But the major issue was performance in netcode. It's bloody brilliant. So take a look at the games I played. I was spiking to 550 ms, and game time to real time, perfect. Delay, sure, but barely noticeable. So here you go. I feel very vindicated that I was not crazy, and I was saying the right thing all along. So I can't wait for this patch. Hopefully you guys come back to play this new patch, because it's going to be awesome, I think. This is the actual game-changing patch. I forgot to mention, guys, I've got about 3 videos in the upload queue, and they have me talking about how bad the patch is in team games and all the out of sync problems and the netcode. I don't understand why it was bad, but please ignore that, because this new fix that we've tested kind of will fix what I was complaining about before. So my next 3 vids, please ignore anything to do with me talking about netcode.
that, sir.